Hey guys, it's Keysha from Keyshaszone. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new to my channel, I am here with my husband. Welke naam moet ik zeggen? Moet ik Benjamin zeggen? Benjamin?
I don't even know my...
So today I'm joined by my husband, Benjamin. I feel like I said that wrong. What is on it?
Gewoon Benjamin. Yeah, well, I think it's wrong too. I don't know at this point.
Ik hoor dat niet meer zoveel.
Ik
Het is
ook
ermee
niet.
dat ik het niet meer weet hoe dat ik het moet zeggen.
I don't know my
Okay.
name, man. That's
Oh,
sad.
yeah. Hey everyone, I'm Keysha from Keyshaszone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, then this is a non-familiar, well, both of our faces will not be familiar. Anyways, so today I am joined by my husband, Benjamin, and we have recently moved to Wichita, Kansas from Orlando, Florida. So right now we've been living here, I want to say it's been more than a month.
Yeah.
And then we moved into our house like a little before Christmas. So for those who are not familiar with our journey, we have posted some videos talking about that. But just a real quick recap. Benjamin and I are both born and raised in Belgium, and we met each other there, started dating. Then after years, engagement, all that stuff, we moved to Orlando, Florida, where we were for 3-4 years, and then we got the opportunity to move to Wichita, Kansas. And it's not something that was on our bucket list, but because the opportunity presented itself, we just, went with it, basically. The most obvious and drastic change is the weather.
It's very cold, but to be honest, with having sunlight every day, I think it doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would, because it's the sky's blue a lot of the times. There's a lot of sunshine, so
There's
it's not
barely
really bad.
any clouds, really.
It's really not bad, but
Right.
usually in Belgium when it's rainy and it's cold, it usually is gray too, and I think that plays that makes a big difference.
Right.
But as long as you have sunshine and blue sky, I think.
Right, you're still happy.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, but it is cold as hell.
It's probably like even a little bit colder than Belgium is right now. If
Actually,
you know
it's not.
Belgium.
It's not. When I looked at the weather app, it's usually like a few degrees warmer here.
The last couple of days, yeah.
Right.
But I want to say, like, in general, like the winters are harsher over here than in Belgium, I think.
Maybe,
but
yeah.
we have sun shine on a daily basis. But for us, our bodies already got very used to Florida weather, I want to say, in the first year of living there. So it's definitely something that we're adjusting to. Also, people keep saying that it's very humid over here, but I'm not really seeing that, and the proof is in my hair. Unless my hair is poofing up and curling, it's not humid in my eyes. So it's very windy.
Yeah, true.
And strong. Like the wind is very strong.
They did say that before we were moving, that it's very windy. So I was expecting that.
There's a lot of nature still around where we live, and I feel like we're closer to everything right now. But that's also, with just the location that we picked out to move to, we're a lot closer to stores than we were before.
Right. Yeah. I mean, when we moved, we had just a few weeks to really find a spot, so it was very short notice. Everything happened so quickly, but even with that, we did really good. We found a nice house
in 2 days
in a quiet neighborhood. There's a park right outside, and I'm old school when it comes to things like that. I like quiet places and just more family-oriented places, so I'm happy with the choice we made.
Right.
So everything is really good so far. It's close to work too. I drive 10-15 minutes tops. I don't see any traffic because I don't have to drive on the big road. So for me, everything is really good. The people, it's very similar to Florida people. Everyone's friendly. I didn't notice anything different there.
The huge difference, though, when talking about people is the Caucasian population over here is larger.
Yeah, right.
Like there's, you see less, you still see diversity, like for sure, but it's just less diverse than Florida.
More Asians here too.
More
Maybe not more,
Asians?
but just a lot of Asians. I
Like
see a lot
how
of
you have
Asians.
more Hispanics in Florida or the parts where we lived, there's more Asian nationalities over here, and also Asian establishments like restaurants and all that stuff.
There's also more like Native American population as well, but also just museums and parks around that. So that's a big difference. Other than that, well, one thing also is there's not much of choices we have in restaurants, because me being very picky in the food I'm eating, there's not many places that have the food that we want or that I want and the food that I can eat.
We eat Mediterranean halal food. So there's not that many,
Yeah, there's barely any
restaurants,
restaurant choices, to be honest. In Orlando, that was the big difference, because there's a lot of places you can go. It was a bit pricey some other places, but at least you had the option. But over here, just feels like there's not much.
It's a little bit limited,
options.
yeah, for sure. But we have found like a halal grocery store, so thank God for that. I mean, if that wasn't here, that would have been a struggle for sure. Honestly, we still have a lot of sights to see, because it was, a rush getting into this place and then settling in, and our furniture came in like, a week after or 2 weeks after we were already here. So it's been quite a journey of settling in. So we still have a lot of exploring to do, but I just wanted to give you guys like a little update of how life is here, and to let you know that we are definitely happy here, we're definitely satisfied here. Just the living situation, we went from a 2-bedroom apartment to a 3-bedroom house, so that has been a blessing and has been great for the baby who's just roaming around. We have a nice piece of backyard outside, because Benjamin was talking about the park, which is like a 1-minute walk, if that, but we have a nice sized backyard, so we're very eager for the summer. I forgot to tell you, the neighbor right there was barbecuing yesterday.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing I can't wait for, is because we moved when it was winter and it's cold and everything, but I think once it gets a bit warmer and maybe even summertime, I think it's going to be very fun to live in a house with a backyard, because then you can do things in the backyard with the kid. I think that's going to be the most exciting part of the year.
Right.
So.
And we have like a family room downstairs, like the basement situation, so the French doors can be open, and
right.
like I can just prepare stuff there. You can be working the grill, and then the baby's in the backyard, and it's it's like the little things that we are very appreciative of, and it's just really a new adventure. As I said before, we moved to the States in 2013, 2014, and we really got settled and used to the life in Florida, and we loved it there. I mean, don't get me wrong, if there was an opportunity for a better opportunity there, let me put it that way, a better opportunity there, we would have definitely looked into that as well. It's not that we wanted to leave Florida. This opportunity came along, us being risk takers and living life on the edge. We was like, Wichita, Kansas, we do not know anything about that other than the Wizard of Oz, let's go.
I didn't even know that, but yeah, I mean, for us, it's pretty simple, right? We obviously, Florida, California, Georgia, New York, those are nice states to live in. But for us, we'd rather follow the opportunity than trying to go to a state where we might not have the same opportunity. So I think it just makes sense for us to follow wherever the opportunity brings us, and then kind of take it from there. Whatever state that is. Again, Kansas, I never heard about. Obviously I knew it existed, but not that I knew anything about Kansas, but the opportunity was there, so guess what? We're going, pretty much. So, but right now we're happy here, so we're staying here. Just like Keysha said, we have a lot of places that we still have to see, so it's very early to say what's great and what's not. But just more of an introduction type of video where we discuss some of the things that we already are noticing. So I think we covered the big parts of what we wanted to say. Probably a few things we're forgetting right now, but that's fine. If you have any questions, you just comment and we'll get to it. I mean, my wife will get to it.
No, we'll get to it.
So
Well guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and then I will see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.